Hey everybody, Sam Kavaris in the Nimnicht Buick GMC Video Sports Update. Training camp fully underway all across the league, obviously. In fact, there's a game this Sunday that kicks off the Hall of Fame game. Then there will be now football until that second weekend in February when the Super Bowl is played in New York City. The Jaguars, just like every team, have hope springing eternal, as they say, and they're working under Gus Bradley for his first time as a head coach with the training camp. The different battles that are going on will flesh themselves out, whether it's in the defensive backfield, somewhere on the defensive line. The offensive line looks pretty solid. It's Monroe, it's Rackley, Meester, Winery, and Luke Jokel there on the right end. I mean, those are the right tackle spot. Those are the five guys that they want to be the starters. Mercedes Lewis, obviously, Maurice Jones-Drew in there as well. You'll see Muhammad Massaquoi play a lot. You'll also see Justin Blackman after his 4-game suspension. Cecil Shorts has been excellent in camp. In fact, I said, hey, what's up with Cecil? Did he get taller? And Matt Kingston, our photographer, looked at me and he said, no, that's just what better looks like. My favorite quote of camp so far. Interestingly enough, Gus Bradley has mentioned Mike Brown a couple of times. So this is a guy that may make the team, may see some playing time. We'll see how he does. He certainly has gotten open, particularly on the deep ball. The question is a quarterback, obviously. When it comes down to a competition, it's probably this close, and Chad Henne might be this far in front. But Gabbert continues to impress in so many situations with his arm technique, with the velocity. I mean, he is a beautiful thrower. It's all about being that same quarterback when you take it into games. He did get hurt on Monday at practice, at the end of practice, but apparently he'll be well enough to get back into it when it starts Wednesday at 9:55 in full pads. And while that will mean a little bit for running backs and linebackers and offensive and defensive linemen, it's not going to mean a lot for quarterbacks or defensive backs. Nobody's going to come up and throw a full-blown hit on anybody, particularly guys wearing a red jersey. As I've said many times, the Jaguars are going to be improved, there's no question. They would have been that on their malarkey, but the way that they're drafting, the way that they're running the thing, they're going to be a better team. Whether they win more games or not, still up in the air, but they'll be a better team. But all along, if your quarterback stinks, you stink. So it's all about having that franchise quarterback. And what the Jaguars are betting on is that if Gabbert had stayed 5 years in college, like most quarterbacks do, and come out with his class, that he would have in fact been the first-round draft pick this year. No, I don't question that either. And they hope to be able to develop him into that franchise quarterback. Is he just afraid by nature, or was that the last 2 years a product of being given a disservice by Jack Del Rio by being thrown in there, and last year not having enough protection to really trust what's going on in front of you? Those can be factors, but we'll see whether that happens or not. Training camp is only open through the scrimmage this coming Saturday. So if you want to get out to see him, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday at 9:55, and then Saturday at 6:45 at the stadium. Saturday night will be a fun night, by the way. Suns are in first place in their division after their win on Monday night. They play at home, and the Sharks also obviously are hosting at home in the first round of the AFL playoffs. Big night in town. I'm Sam Kavaris, and that's the coughing Buick GMC Video Sports Update.